So, hey guys, Chelsea here, and yeah, I'm back with another team for Hawkins Forest. And yeah, I've been waiting to get this Prosper to make another team because I noticed that the trio of Sweet Commanders, Bullet, and Perospero has amazing synergy for the final stage. Perospero moves the death up, and Sweet Commanders give all the other buffs, while Perospero gives Orb boost, and Bullet will easily be able to kill with all of those boosts. So I reverse engineer the team from that. And yeah, let's talk a bit about the present. For this stage, I just one tap with Bullet until Sweet Commanders come back, and then I kill Kiku the turn when all units are back. And yeah, I'll stay here for 3 turns. Like always, if you want to copy this team, just make sure you follow what I do on every stage. I want to talk a bit about what I do prior to stage 11, because as you see, my Bullet has an orb locked. You just want to get any beneficial orb locked, so there's a lot of options there. And I also overheal with Luffy. I do it on stage 8, so that's pretty safe. You'll be sure to have the special charged again later. So yeah, and before we move on to the next stage, we want to get rid of this perfect lock. And yeah, we're going to be using an unusual strategy here. We're going to stall one more turn to get rid of the special bind. So we'll heal up a bit. The way I built this team, you don't need to fish for recovery orbs, so if you happen to have any else, you can eat them, but yeah. But yeah, we swap again to Luffy, use his special to heal up, and get full ward of RCV. But we're not attacking now, we're going to swap Doffy Treble and one tap with them. And then the next turn, we're going to swap back and use the Doffy Treble special. They have the Bellamy support that removes 2 times of damage threshold. It's a rare recruit, so pretty accessible. Very good support. We're giving the Strength Orb to Perospero. And yeah, now we want to hit 4 perfects. So we just start the chain with something that has a recovery orb, and then we hit 4 perfects. And yeah, we'll have a chain lock here. And the reason we set it up like this, to delay Luffy Sanji 1 turn, is so we can swap him now and prepare to get the para removed. So yeah, we just hit 3 good here and end with Luffy Sanji. We don't need a lot of prior damage. Now next turn we swap Luffy Sanji again, target Kinemon, and we want to hit all perfects. This is a different take on Hawkins Forest. We're not going to focus on hitting goods and greats and such. Instead, we're going to do a lot of perfects. Our goal is to get rid of the orb block before the stage with Law, Zoro, and Soba. And you'll see how that works out. We want to hit all perfects again here. And I use the super type special here. You can use it anytime after you enter the Kinemon stage. But using it for this stage or before is good, because you get some extra damage with bullets by using the super type special. Otherwise, the only purpose of the super type special is for the seed reduction. And yeah, we're using Perospero turn 2. Again, hit all perfects here. If you happen to miss a perfect with someone and still kill, like, damage is not super tight, but it gets tighter if you miss perfects. Make sure to hit an extra perfect here, because we're going to eat all recovery orbs here turn 1. So yeah, if you missed a perfect with someone, hit a perfect now. So yeah, we heal up a bit so we survive this turn. And then next turn we're going to do a lot of stuff. We're using Sweet Commander special, then we use Wibi, and then we swap Luffy Sanji. And now we hit all perfect again, hit with Bullet last, obviously, because he's the only one that's going to do any real damage here. But this is a super safe kill. And as you see, all ore blocks are removed. And the bit of stalling we've done, as well as the Sweet Commander Super Type special, as well as Vivi special, all of that has reduced CD enough so that Luffy Sanji are ready again. So for this stage, we're just swapping Luffy Sanji to get rid of the bind. We're using their special to get a full board of recover orbs again. And we're using Doffer Treble just to lock the orbs in place again. And we're going to target Soba first. We'll start the chain with some unit. I use Persperia, doesn't really matter. Then I hit the Greater Better with Bullet, and while I hit with Bullet, I tap Law. So it's not the easiest, but just be ready with your left hand if you're right-handed to tap Law exactly when it's bullet time. It takes some practice to get used to, but... And as you see, Zoro has an orb lock mechanic as well. So he locks all orbs for 8 perfect hits. So basically we are guaranteed to only have recovery orbs for the rest of the run, and that is obviously very chill, to say the least. And yeah, unfortunately this is where it gets a bit slow again, like you know, this Yak stage is kind of annoying. And to make this run as safe as possible, we want to use Luffy Sanji special again before we move on to next stage. So yeah, I try to minimize how much I heal, just heal what's necessary to stall as little as possible. But yeah, I thought I'd take this time to talk a bit about the Vivi here. She's like the odd one out, you don't see her used so much, but she was honestly basically essential. Like, she had the perfect qualities for this team. Firstly, a special that reduces CD. And we lacked 1 CD to make this team work the way it does. She also lets you get a 3-turn chain lock, which is obviously super clutch, so there's a lot of damage, and we also have Doffer Trebles, we have a lot of ways to get chain locks. And then she has 2 amazing sailors for this team. First, she makes recovery beneficial, RCV orbs, so we don't have to rely on Luffy Sanji swaps and stuff. Very good. And she also reduces special bind by 1 turn, and whew, that is so important for the end here. I can talk about it when we get to that, but yeah, we're soon approaching when we can move on. When Luffy Sanji is on 1 CD, so when Luffy Sanji is on 1 CD, we can use the Vivi special to get him charged, and we also can hit the perfects needed to get a 3-turn chain lock for next stage. And that's one of the cool things with Vivi, that you don't get the chain lock this turn, you get it for the next stage and 3 turns after. And it's great in this case because you can't use Vivi against the next stage because quick units get CD reversed. They've used Vivi now, and we just need to hit 2 perfects. Yak has gotten really low just by us eating recovery orbs. So yeah, we're moving on to this stage. And we're going to use the bullet special now. We haven't used it yet. He has V1 Akinu just for an attack boost, and we really need that little extra attack. And we can afford hitting perfects with 2 units. Most of the time, Bullet and Luffy Sanji are the best options by far, so I'll be hitting perfects with them, and good or great with the rest. And this is why the Luffy Sanji special is clutch last stage, because we overhealed and we have a lot of spare HP, so we don't have to care too much about our HP. And this is where the special bind is clutch, because without it, we need to stall 1 more turn, and that just... we will need to approach this stage differently. Now we can just stall 1 single turn here, and we'll comfortably live. But we will not be able to comfortably live 1 more turn, so... But yeah, thanks to that we can move on now. But yeah, I'm really happy that this video was so clutch for some hard content. I genuinely think this is a great team. Like, if you have all these units pretty good invested, like Feel free to try it if you haven't beaten this yet. It's surprisingly straightforward. But yeah, we're using Perispero and Sweets, and now we have the color affinity, attack boost, orb boost, chain boost. So we just need to hit all perfects, and Bullet will do a ton of damage. And yeah, that's the team. Thanks for watching. See you next time.